A few months ago, I had a diaper party. Joe Buscaglia did not attend, but being the good friend and colleague that he is, he brought them today. Now I'm realizing I should have had them here so I could stand on them, and then we could have been at eye level together.
Remember when you told me you were 6 foot tall?
I am 6 foot on the dot.
No, he's not.
But yes, I am.
No, you're 5'7".
But no, I'm not. But when you're 6 foot, nobody believes you, and 6'1" is way too much of a stretch.
Yes, it is.
I am 6 foot. I promise. We should do like a live measurement or something.
Sure.
That would do great numbers on the internet. Joe is here to talk about linebackers, not about my height. Joe, today we heard from Bobby Babich, the linebackers coach for the Bills. No Tremaine Edmunds this year. How concerned do we need to be?
Well, I think you need one of these young guys or an old guy to step up into a pretty essential role into what they're looking for here. I mean, there is a handful of players that could potentially work into this role. There's Terrell Bernard, there's Tyrell Dodson, there's Balin Spector, there's Dorian Williams, there's A.J. Klein. You can even throw, I don't know, Trevin Howard in there. No, I'm not going to do that. But 5 different players that could factor into things, and that's a lot of reps to kind of mix around, especially seeing as how the middle and the weak side backer responsibilities are a bit different. So then you have to figure out, okay, how to divvy up these reps and how to make a decision from there. So it's going to be a complex matter for them.
When we heard about like Dorian Williams and Terrell Bernard, the size is always the first thing that gets brought up. Well, they're undersized. Well, everybody is undersized compared to Tremaine Edmunds. Are those viable, though? Could one of those guys start next to Matt Milano, and that could work?
Well, I think Dorian Williams, it's a little bit closer to the Tremaine Edmunds archetype than say, Terrell Bernard, because Bernard is a smaller guy, shorter arms, and it's just kind of the antithesis of what Tremaine Edmunds is. Dorian Williams, on the other hand, he's got pretty long arms. Like, he's about an inch shorter than Tremaine Edmunds, and even though he's about 4 inches shorter than Tremaine Edmunds, I mean, he still has some good length to him, which will help in zone capabilities where he has to reach up and bat away passes and things like that. So I think there is an undersized element to it, but it's really all going to boil down to who is the most instinctive, who can figure out what the offense is trying to do before the offense does it, and who can react in that type of manner, and who can anticipate to get to the ball as quickly as possible. Because that was for a lot of things that Tremaine Edmunds did well. The anticipation is something that he really had to work on as time went on and become that player in the later stages of his Bills career. So now, if they can find someone that can simulate that a little bit closer to what Tremaine Edmunds did, they'll probably have the edge in this.
My last question for you, and I realize I want to preface right now, this is way too early to know the answer to this question. Who is the leader in the clubhouse to win the job?
Right now, it's probably Terrell Bernard. I think Dorian Williams is going to win it. That's my just trying to project forward about what these guys can do well. Watching Dorian Williams at Tulane, how he anticipated things well. The length thing that I talked about. I think it's a little bit more, and he's a little bit more fluid of an athlete than Terrell Bernard. So I think that, to me, is what I'm looking for. But he is a rookie player, and they don't give rookie players a ton of snaps in their first year. That's just how things do. The sky is blue, the grass is green. The Bills don't give rookie players their time on the field in the first year, except for Tremaine Edmunds, by the way. But that's the guy that I've kind of got my eye on as we get closer to the summer. But, anything can change because I literally listed 5 different players that will get reps at middle linebacker, so we'll see.
You know what? Some people might say they're undersized. I'd say they're just right. And that's how I feel about my height standing next to you. For Joe Buscaglia, I'm Bove. We'll talk to you guys soon.